Welcome to ViewTheRace.com. This is the Yankee Homecoming 10-mile road race from Newburyport, Massachusetts. The race starts in front of Newburyport High School. This race has a fast start. As you head down High Street, the road is wide and flat. Because of the timing of the Yankee Homecoming road race, it is often a very warm night. High Street continues on nice and flat, and as you go through mile 1, you may be surprised that you've run it in a pretty fast time. We're coming up on the first turn in the course. As you take the left onto Marlborough Street, you'll head into a nice gradual downhill, heading down towards the water. If it does end up being a warm night on the night of the race, very often the course will be lined by homeowners who are spraying the runners with their garden hoses. On Water Street, you have a nice scenic view on the right. As you head into the downtown area of Newburyport, the road is a little rough. As you head into the downtown section, both sides of the road will be lined with fans and spectators cheering you on. Enjoy this last mile from mile 3 to mile 4. Once we hit mile 4, it's when the hills begin. Really, the first 4 miles of this race are relatively flat. Shortly after you see the mile 4 mark, you'll see in the distance the first hill of the race coming up. This hill is pretty long. It starts out steep and then gradually goes up. It's definitely going to take the wind out of your sails after the first fast 4 miles. Once you crest the top of this hill, you get a nice little downhill, which will help you settle back into your pace. and then it stays relatively flat until the next turn. Just after mile 5, you'll be taking a left and heading into another tough hill on this course. This hill is pretty long and steep. In some years, they put a water stop right in the middle of it. Although the course is getting a little bit more challenging at this point, this is also where it gets interesting. Before long, we'll be heading into Mausley State Park. As we approach the overpass to the highway, oftentimes the sun will be in your eyes at this point in the race. The terrain on this road is pretty bumpy, but the view on the right into Mausley State Park makes it worth it. This left takes you into a little side detour into a neighborhood. Seems a way to add some mileage into the course. Unfortunately, it also adds a gradual little hill. This is a very scenic part of the course as we go through the heart of Mausley State Park. As soon as you take this left, you're going to be on a very nice downhill, the best downhill of the course. This is a chance to capitalize after those hills and make up some speed. However, as soon as you get to the bottom of this hill, you're going to be starting up one of the toughest hills on the course. This hill is steep and long. However, once you get to the top, you can know that all of the major climbs in this race are over. When you take this left onto 113, you'll be heading into the finish line, although you'll still have several miles to go. The hill to get over the highway can be a little challenging at this point in the race. However, as soon as you crest it, it's all downhill or flat to the finish line. There's a slight downgrade to the road here, which, if you can get your legs turning over at this point in the race, could mean a couple of fast miles at the end. As we near the finish line, we're going to take a quick right before the high school and then a left up a steep hill to the finish line. Thank you for viewing the race at viewtherace.com.